all your self-loathing. You've owned the voices inside of your head. You've owned the shame and reproach of your failure. It's time to own your belovedness. You've owned your past and how it's defined you. You've owned everything everybody else says. It's time to hear what your Father has spoken. It's time to own your belovedness. He says you're mine. I smiled when I made you. I find you beautiful in every way. My love for you is fierce and unending. I'll come to find you, whatever it takes, my beloved.
Hello, good evening, everyone. My name is Odo Priscilla, and it's yet another wonderful session. If you joined us in the first session, you would know that this is a power packed session. All right, so welcome to day one once more. And like I said earlier, my name is Odo Priscilla, and I want to say a very big thank you for the opportunity to moderate this second session this evening. All right, going further, I want us to remember that the ATQ community is hosted every year. This is the second edition of it. And I want to say thank you to the ATQ community, 360 Connect, and Coach Stella for the opportunity to be your host for this session. I would like you to click on the share button and share on all your socials. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. All right? Now, let's just talk about the ATQ. The No Conference is brought to you by answering tough questions from children and teens. We are a growing community of parents, carers, trusted and safe adults with its presence on WhatsApp, Facebook, and Instagram. Our main objective is to ensure that children and teenagers get the right, correct, and appropriate answers to their questions, and to ensure that parents, carers, and safe and trusted adults are equipped to give the right answers and have meaningful conversations. This we achieve through our monthly webinar, How We Do It, where we learn and share our monthly book reviews and offering answers, suggestions, and solutions to questions sent to the community. God bless you. Join our community. Remember to click on the links displayed to join. All right? Now we're going to welcome our convener, Coach Stella Oboko, for an opening charge. Mrs. Stella,
True.
good
Hi,
evening,
hi,
ma, and
hi.
welcome once more.
Evening, everyone. Welcome once more to this conference. If we were in the first session, we'd like to hear from you. What did you learn? What did you gain from the first session with Reverend Osiri? I learned a lot. My note was full. The acronym authentic for me. A, awareness and acceptance. U, understanding. T, transparency. H, humility. E, empathy. N, non-judgmental. T, truthful and trusting. I, integrity and inclusiveness. C, consistency. What did you learn? I learned a lot. So much gained. So much gained. So I'd like to hear from you. What did you learn from the first session? We're here again for another power pack session with Coach Ebuka, the boys coach. Wow, Silayo says it takes humility to learn. Asking myself if I am really humble. Wow. Remember, the conference is about you and I. It's about you and me. All we are doing is checking ourselves. What do I need to drop? What do I need to pick? What do I need to do more? And what do I need to stop doing? by the help of the Holy Spirit. Once again, you are all welcome. Thank you so much for being here for the last session of today. Please don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to share. Share, share, share. If you're here already, please share. Don't come and gain all this knowledge alone. Please share, share, share so that people can join us. Just click on the share button and share. God bless you. Thank you so much for being here. God bless you. Over to you, Priscilla.
Mrs. Stella. And at this point, we are going to be going to listening to our ATQ testimony. Kindly pay attention.
Sophie Bosi from Bayelsa State. I joined ATQ late 2022 through a friend who sent the link to me. We work together with children and teenagers, so we get really enthusiastic when it got to that. But for that 2022, we're just beginning to discover our need to know more, to be better mothers to our children. We realized that we lacked much required knowledge. And so we began making a search. So when she saw this, she quickly sent to me. And boom, I didn't waste time. I joined. Since I joined ATQ, it has been awesome. I've been a better mother. Every month, we're made to read a book that exposes what my children are like. And I can't tell you, it has been awesome working with my children. I used to think then that I knew much, I was a disciplinarian and all that, but when I began to read and to hear teachings and some of the questions that are being handled, trainings in the board, I said to myself, where have I been all these years? And ever since, it has been a blessing. Now, ATQ also led me into the reading the Bible in 4 months. As a Christian, I've always battled with completing the Bible. But since I started, I think December, I joined November. I joined HQ in November 2022. And they were on in the last 4 months. So it was the New Testament. It was amazing that I went through reading the New Testament in 1 month. Ha! It looked like, wow. So I continued. I've been reading the Bible with them, the whole Bible all through. Then I think still that late December, there was now a link in the group, on the ATQ group, of young Christian ladies who want to find purpose, who want to fulfill purpose, who want to achieve great things, called the Accelerate Ladies. It was an answer to prayer. I joined. And from the Accelerate Ladies, I have sisters all around, a place you can just share all of your cares and all of your burdens, and you have ready ears and ready hands to support you all the way. That has been my journey in this 360 Connect uh, space, and it has been awesome. Even in my ministry as a children teacher, because I just took over the children church because our pastor then was relocating, and I was wondering how was I going to cope? How am I going to do this with all these children? But daily, with the teachings, with the insights, with the books, even the children church is flowing beautifully, beautifully. I'm able to connect with the children. I can understand how they are going. I don't have to be that harsh and hard that it used to be. And they're enjoying me. Not too long ago, a child wrote a note to me, just telling me thank you. And I'm wondering, could have done this. Knowledge. So that's how my ATQ journey has been. It has been awesome. Is it the reading of books? Before then, it wasn't possible for me to read. How can I say I read the book a month? It was almost impossible over the years. But through it, I read a book a month. I read in the ATQ, I read the Bible. My life is different. Very, very different. And I'm grateful to Coach Stella. She has been so warm, ever ready to reach out to you, to encourage, and her words are very encouraging. Thank you, Ma. Thank you for ATQ. Thank you for all the team. I know she's not working alone. God bless you all. You can't imagine what you are doing in the lives of families. And I thank you. God will strengthen you. The Lord will help you. Thank you. If you are not here, you just joined us in this conference. Well, just wait. What you see will amaze you. And just know that God has led you to where He wants to bless you and bless your family. Thank you. We welcome you.
Thank you so, so much for that wonderful testimony. Now, going ahead, we're going to be introducing our guest speaker for today, which is the second speaker. But before then, I want you to pay a very close attention to the biography of our speaker.
Mr. Ebuka is into boys development and youth mentoring. He does this through mentoring, coaching, and training them in life, leadership, and purpose. Also by acting as parent partner. He sees to the total development of boys and men and advocates for their well-being. He has certificates in emotional intelligence, teens mentoring, and organization leadership. Mr. Ebuka Ede is a graduate of sociology with MSc in organizational leadership in view. He also has certificates in non-profit leadership management course from Lagos Business School. For over a decade, he has taught boys, teenagers, and youths in a unique, practical, and humorous way to learn personal responsibility, breaking and overcoming addiction, and leadership. He is a TEDx speaker and also speaks at youth conferences, seminars, schools, churches, youth and parents platform. He offers consultancy services for individuals and families as a way of sharing feedback from my experience with the boys. He convey the Boys Leadership Training Academy, Total Men Online Summit, mentoring clubs for boys, and convene the annual International Boys Conference as a platform to train boys and men on how to positively and produce good lives. Welcome to No Conference 2024. Coach Ebuka Ede as he speaks on the topic the person in the mirror dealing with social pressures.
Wow, that was a powerful introduction. Good evening, Mr. Ebuka. How are you doing? Can you hear me? Good evening, sir. Can you hear me?
Hello, can you hear me now?
I can hear you now. How are you doing
Oh,
today?
I'm doing great. Thank you so much for having me.
We are super, super excited to have you
Thank
here.
you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate. Thank you, and God bless you.
And bless
All
you
right.
too. Amen. All
All
right,
right.
you have the stage now.
All right. Thank you very much. Greetings to everyone, and thank you so much for having me in no conference this year. It was really a very tight schedule, but I'm happy I'm able to make it. I have to run down just to come and make sure I can join. We are up and preparing for International Boys Conference. So just a lot. Well, we thank God for His grace. All right. Welcome, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're joining us from. I don't know where you are all joining us from, but I want to appreciate everyone for joining. And I want to believe everybody can hear me. Thank you so much, Miss Stella, for putting this together. I really love your passion. Stella is see go getter. Her dedication, her passion is just mind blowing. I like the way she stretches, and I see her as a go getter, someone that wants to achieve whatever she sets her mind to do. I appreciate you for having us here. All right, greetings from the boys and my wife. Okay, so this conference I've been asked to speak on. Let me quickly get my note again on a very interesting topic, right? The person in the mirror is our team, and I'm talking about modeling right values, parenting boys. Interesting. modeling. I just needed my media people to sort out an issue for me here. Modeling right values, parenting boys. And when I saw that topic, in fact, the theme of the conference is a big one for me, talking about the person in the mirror. In fact, that is a mind blowing one for me. The person in the mirror. Who is the person in the mirror? Who are these children seeing? And because what they behold is what they become, and that is what I've seen in my journey, in my work with boys. I was speaking in a conference recently, and I said to them that several. I'm a boys coach, so you hear me talking a lot about the boys. Okay, a lot about the boys because that's what God has called me to do, and I'm very, very passionate about it. Okay, so I'm going to say a lot of things about the boys. All right, just a minute. Let me be sure I get everything right. Let me be sure I get everything right. Okay. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, so when I saw that the person in the mirror, it really made a lot of sense to me. I was thinking in a conference recently and I said that if you can get a man to model, you can get a boy to become. That was what I said in that program. And why did I say that? Because in my work with boys, a lot, a lot is really happening in that field. That so that I feel the society is so unfair in wanting boys to become what has not been modeled. Several times I received calls from people, from parents, from aunties, saying a lot of things and say, this boy, I need to talk to him. This boy is this boy is that. This boy will not kill me. This boy is giving me a lot of a problem. Everybody is tired. Hey, yeah, he's taking after his uncle. He's taking after his father. He's taking after his father's people. Must he take after them? Can't he see how everyone has done? Does he want to? For me, I feel most times that is an unfair statement. If you can get a man to model, they can get a body. Why did I feel that is an unfair statement? A boy is wired to become what he sees. A boy is a product of his sight. A boy is a product of his vision. So it's unfair for us to raise boys in 21st century without modeling, without vision, without showing them and aligning to them what they should become. I mean, I feel it's very unfair. And that's what I've seen in our growing society, where it's becoming very difficult for boys to find role models. And yet, we have a blame game of boys turning out the way they shouldn't. And yet, we are telling these boys not to become like their father, not to become like their uncle. Oh, don't you see that they drunkard? Don't you see? And I ask them, so who should he become like? Who should he now model after? And that is a cry and the challenge of most boys in our time. We are saying things to them that they cannot see. We are saying things to them that they cannot visualize. And as long as their mind cannot visualize it, their life they cannot live it out. As long as their mind cannot visualize it, they will not have the willpower to live it out. Because you are telling that boy to live outside of the manufacturer's manual. There is a manual. There's a structure around the male seed. And it's such a structure that they become what they behold. What they behold over time is what they become. But we have a society who wants boys to become when they are not beholding, or who want boys to become something different from what they are beholding. Is a crisis. It's not fitting. It's not aligning. And as long as we keep living in this mirage, in this lie, in this deception, we keep having a vicious circle of monsters. Oh, yes, of monsters. Why are men turning this way? Why are boys turning this way? Why is everybody going that way? What is happening? And I ask, who will show them what they should become? Unfortunately, we are having a crisis of male mentors. We are having a crisis, a gross shortage of men who should model to our boys. So we can't, until we deal with this issue from the roots, We'll keep going around the circle and we'll never achieve our goal. We can't. They can never become what they've not shown. Who is modeling masculinity to our boys? Who is modeling? So we are in a big, we have a big issue at hand. And one of the things I want you to understand in this conference first is an understanding of the problem that we have. Because I keep telling people you cannot fight a battle you're not aware of, and you cannot win a battle you're not prepared for. So first, are we aware of the battle before we can now begin to know how to deal with it? We want boys to become what they've not been modeled. Until it can't work. Oh, see this image of, oh, you can't need to be like your father. You don't need to be like your uncle. Hey, Ella, it's a good one. Okay, who should you be like? Like the wall, like the tree, or like the TV? Who else should he be like? It's a deep issue. And I pray the Lord will give you that insight. That there's nothing to behold, there's nothing to become. There's a way boys are wired. There's a template for raising them. And that template is that somebody must mirror what a man should be like. But unfortunately, we have leaders, we have men who are wife beaters, who are oppressors, who are violent people, who are toxic. And we sit down and fold our hands and expect and complain and just expect that these boys will now grow and automatically become well. No, sir. No, I can't work. It's not a magic. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't exist. If there's no man to model, sorry, there's no boy to become. We must settle that fact. And that's our topic is the person in the middle, modeling right values, parenting boys. You know, the girls are wired in such a way that even without seeing, by the time most girls are auditory learners, you can keep speaking, teaching, they are able to grab. But if a boy, most of them are visual, kinesthetic learners. They need to see, they need to practice, they need to touch. And that's why the apostle said, that which you have handled, that which you have seen, that which you have heard, that which you have felt, you are passing on to you. We are not passing what we have not seen. We have not passing what we have not handled. We are not passing what we have not touched. But we have a generation who want to be boys to become what has not been passed to them. And we have a lot of men who want to pass to boys what they have not become themselves. It can't work until we begin to get our men to order. Until we begin to go to the root to correct the rot that is eating us up. I'm afraid of the future of family. General Edwards said, if our boys are not equipped to lead families, the families of the next generation will have no leader. Who will equip them to lead families? The ones who can lead? We have a crisis at hand. What will be the future of families tomorrow? What will be the future of leadership tomorrow if we're having it this bad? Can't you see that we're in a crisis? If I stop there, I've preached a lot. And the conclusion of the matter is that we can't tell boys to become what has not been modeled. The question is, how do we now model? Where do we get the model? You see all this, we are crying, hey, boys are this. But we modeled that to them. Hey, a lot of boys are becoming transgender. They are becoming homosexual. They are becoming missy. Oh, really? But we have transgenders on social media with millions of followers. Not even by believers. They have millions of followers. A lot of people, celebrities on social media who are terrible people, lifestyle, character, shattered, people who cannot model, having millions of followers by the same people who are complaining of how our boys are becoming. You turn prince to evil and you say they shouldn't become evil. How? It can't work now. So our boys are watching. They are seeing where our values as a people is. They are seeing how we celebrate mediocrity and carry people who lack values on our altars, on our podiums, on our stages, how they are giving accolades and awards, how they are having billions of followers, and people who have values are not being followed. So they are wondering, so how majority carries the vote now? So they will become what we have shown them. We have a crisis at hand. We can't be following such and expect our boys to be different. No, they will follow what we have shown. So you know what they're saying? Oh, that means it's okay to be a thief. It's okay to have 5 different children for 5 different women. It's okay to wear something, a bra and a wig, and be doing comedy skits on social media because that is what is acceptable and that is what is being followed. We want our boys to be different, but yet we follow them, it can't work. Oh, that means as a man, hey, until you wear a wig and you're not doing comedy skits, and if you don't do that, you will not have followers and money. Oh, that is the vision of manhood. Since the people that are acting normal are not being followed, you have to be abnormal to be followed. That is what we are showing them. It can't work. The man in the mirror is what the boy will become. So what we are seeing today is a product of what they are seeing in the mirror. We have not even started. We are in for something serious in our time. I dey watch. And the people, you know when I'm talking about someone say, I wish this person is here to hear this thing. Hey, I'm talking to you. Oh, yes, it's you. Let's deal with ourselves first as a people of light. Deal with ourselves. When the prophet Nathan came to David and said, what if somebody kills somebody has a big goat, a big animal, and he still took the other one that somebody has that is small and kill it? Hey, David said, that is a wicked man. That is so bad. How will somebody, that man deserves to die? That is here. Prophet Nathan said, you are the man. What I'm saying here is for you. Yes. That we modeling. Hey, boys are very rough these days. They are very violent. They are very toxic. When we are general overseers of yelling ministry, we yell, we shout, we scream. We have a toxic mindset about boys. Oh, they are stubborn. That is what we think, feel, and that is what we express as a people. And you expect them to be right? No, it can't work. You're a yeller. You say the boys should be calm. It can't work. Who is modeling masculinity to you? Who? The man in the mirror is what the boy will become. He can't become any other thing. So who is the man in the mirror? Celebrity. A lot of men in the mirror of our boys today are celebrities. Yes. A lot of the men in the mirror of our boys today are men, female, comedians dressed like female. They are the men in the mirror of our boys today. Yeah, comedians. If you don't wear a cloth as a woman, it won't fly. They are the men in the mirror. They are the ones. A lot of the men in the mirror of our boys today are drug addicts. They are the one pushing their content heavy. They are the one organizing program, doing things, bringing things on heavy. We are always hey, don't talk. Hey, be quiet. Don't say things too much. Hey, let's not be so vocal. Let's not be troublesome people. As Christians, we are very gentle and quiet people. Hey, don't even say it on social media. Hey, be careful. They are not careful. The man in the mirror today is cartoons and games. They are the ones in the mirror. And that's what our boys have been. You know, our boys have become cartoons. You know, our boys act like caricature, like robots. They can't communicate, they can't speak, they can't stand before crowd to communicate, they can't speak in the public. They are just eating and turning to robots and cartoons. That is the man in the mirror. Who is in the mirror of your son? Unfortunately, a lot of the men are not available. And what the women are doing is to feminize the boy. My baby, my tata, hey, my only one, hey, lazy, irresponsible, entitled men who can take care of themselves. We're in a crisis. Oh, we raise our beautiful daughters for the men we didn't train. Oh, okay. The one that will marry the beautiful one and raise it will fall from heaven. Enoch. Or what? Oh, the Jesus will fall. They will be given birth by Mary and trained by God. Oh, we marry the ones we are raising. We're in a crisis. And when we are talking, I say, hey, this man, is he because they're talking for girls now? He's now coming to be talking for boys. They've now risen because, okay, okay, we're in a crisis. I went for International Boys Conference. I went around a lot of schools. A lot of the public schools, you are counting the hand, you are just counting, you can count the number of boys losing interest in school. There's teachers are surprised, dropping academically, fueled in the streets, on drugs, on fraud. Eh? Oh, so who will marry their daughters tomorrow? Who will stand at the gate with the enemy? The drug addict. Who will stand at the gate with the enemy? The one who didn't go to school. Or you think is gone and firewood we used to stand at the gate. It's knowledge, it's light, it's insight, it's responsibility, it's skills and strategies. Not for the lazy, but for the equipped. Who is the man in the mirror of your soul? There's a lot to say tonight. I don't even know where to start. Like, celebrate a lot of mediocrity, and we go to social media, celebrate people who can pass exam, who come out from school and display mediocrity. We and then we say our boys are not reading. But the ones we are following are promoters of school and scam. We're in a crisis. And people go to shows, and the more naked you are, the more you win billions. But people pass exams, and we give them 5,000. Where are our values really? And you say this boy should follow this path. If it's you, will you follow? They must see what you want them to model. What is your boy saying? Who is modeling masculinity? I said so much. What are the 4 things I want you to go back and do? What are the 4 things I want you to go back and do? I'll talk about 4 G's I want you to go back and do. First G is to get knowledge. You cannot fight a battle you're not aware of. You're parenting boys in the 21st century and you don't know anything about the psychology of boys, puberty in boys, upbringing of boys, and the slangs of boys, and the changes in boys, the emotions of boys. Oh, he would be taught of the Lord and great to be his peace. Which Lord will teach him? You are the Lord now, that you are the representative of the Lord that will teach him, so that you have peace. It's not the Lord will not fall from heaven and teach him. You are the representative of the Lord. He will be taught of the Lord. Didn't say be taught by the Lord, of the Lord. So he'll be taught about the Lord. That's what the said over. He will be taught about the Lord, and somebody needs to teach. And you need to be, you're the one that will teach. And you can teach what you don't know. So it's the old syllabus. You're using your 1952 syllabus of how they raised you. You can't raise a global giant like that. No, sir. Do you have TikTok in your time? You were Instagram. Do you have a Snapchat in 1952? Even in 1980? Even in 1990? Old syllabus. Some of us, our boys have outgrown the knowledge base of our home. They are talking in the air. They will say, yes, ma. Yes, ma. God bless you. Amen. It's gone. Get knowledge. I've written about 9 books for boys. Read, though. I have loads of parenting books. I'm reading. I'm in trainings. I'm in programs. I'm equipping myself. I'm first a father before I'm a boys coach. I'll first give account of my children. Get knowledge. Get knowledge. Whether it's free, whether it's paid, get knowledge, oh. Get knowledge. And say, my son is quiet. Thank God he's not following girl. Hey, thank God he's not following girl. Oh. Is he following boy? Are you sure? Thank God he's not, he's always quiet in his room. And we're talking about skills and value, talking about quiet in his room. What has that one got to do with the right thinking person? Hey, thank God. Hey, you don't know your son. Go and get knowledge. Go and get knowledge. So for some, we shot boys early. We shot them. Stay quiet. Stop talking like a girl. Stop behaving like a girl. Don't do that. Then tomorrow say, he's not talking to me. He's not everybody. He's not talking to me. But you shot him in at 5. I wanted to talk to you at 13. It can't work. He has been conditioned to keep quiet. Get knowledge. Go and read book, psychology of boys. Read books on raising boys in 21st century. I've written books on puberty, compend a lot, a whole lot. Let me see if I can get some of them. A whole lot written. Puberty, sex education, devotional, over 9 books. Read. How can I raise boys in this time? Using the right schemes. Read. Read. So that you not use old curriculum. So that you will not be using 1922. Hey, that's how we are raised in 1922. My mother used to flog us. Hey, that's why we are right. Hey, they used to monitor us anywhere we go. I cannot even. You want to monitor them everywhere they go. Some parents even monitor inside bedroom. You're opening the bedroom to peep. You don't have work. Knowledge will give you rest. That's what will become the stability of the people. If you fail in your battle, your strength is small. What gives strength? Knowledge. The first G is get knowledge. Second G, a garden. Is your home a garden? Or is your home a garden that is filled with thorns? Some people, like the mother of Samson, don't understand. Have used like Samson, who was in Nazareth, and no razor should cut his hair. Some people, your mouth are razor shaving the destinies of your sons. Your mouth. Uzunguran, idiots. That is how your father said, useless child. I will kill you. I will give you to the orphanage. You are not worthy to be here. When you go to the orphanage, you understand how people are suffering. Oh, yeah. The same mouth. The next morning, you go and leave holy hands and you be crying. You come back, you give, you insult. What are your garden now? Why are you using your hand to pull down what you are planting? The home a garden of peace, of love, or the garden of thorns. Boys can't thrive there. You just shut in and leave it to live your life. When you are tired, you're the one that will get tired because these boys, they decide to be stubborn. You're the one that will get weary. If they decide to be heady, you will get weary. Because in their mind, they have nothing to lose. Garden your words. Let it be seasoned with grace. Some of us have become most of us have become product of our words to them. Oh, they say boys are very stubborn. By the time they get to 16, they will be smoking. Hey, they will be this. Hey, let me be watching him. Hey, as he started smoking. Hey, you're smoking now. Hey, why is the penis standing? That means you have access. Hey, why are you having this? That means you just masturbated. Professor of criminology. You a spy. You have become. Why not work in FBI so that they will employ you? Since you know how to decode what people have done, you just use your mouth and put that child into what it is not. Products of think. They say they will stop. They must smoke. You talk them into smoke. You talk them into things they shouldn't be because of your perverse assumptions mindset. Rest. The gift of the Lord make it rich, doesn't have sorrow. Use your mouth and water the gardens. Don't choke it. Boys need a garden where they can grow, where they can be nurtured. Number 3, boys need a guide. I said it. Without a guide, sorry. I say you can't get a man to model. They are male desks. That's why the Boys Leadership Academy, we run programs for boys, academies training. We are into boys' development, model them. Our camps are structured in such a way that boys come to the camp and understand who a true man should be. Model. As long as you think everybody wants to be led, though. And see, mommy, sorry, no matter how powerful, caring you are, there's a level you get your son get to. You are not the most influential person. He doesn't want you to. He doesn't want you in his space. He feels you irritate him in his space. He doesn't want a woman. Mm, mm. Your love becomes toxic and irritating. They get to that point. You'll be wondering whether, with all the love I'm giving this boy, he's okay. He just needs a man. He's a guide. Every boy desires. There's a yearning in the house of everybody to be led by a wise man. They are yearning. And over when we cause messages, boys are asking questions every day. They want to be led. But unfortunately, who is the leader? Nobody needs a guide, though. A male figure that I can look at, that I can connect with, that I can hear words of affirmations from. Okay, my husband doesn't.
Think his network is bad. While we wait for him to reconnect, if you have questions, get your questions ready. Get your questions ready. Get your questions ready. I hope you have your writing materials because there's a lot you cannot memorize. Get your writing materials. While we wait for him, if you have questions, drop them in the comment section. Drop your questions in the comment section. Share the link. Share it to your friends and family. Do not watch this alone. Do not get all the knowledge alone. Share the link to your friends, to your family, on your WhatsApp status, on your Facebook page. Share this link. Touch someone's life today. Get your children, get your boys. Let them join you as you watch this. All right, Mrs. Stella, while we wait for Mr. Ebuka, you have something to tell us?
Yeah, so much, so much, so much, so much. I hope we are hearing. Who are you following on Facebook as a parent? That's a serious matter. Those people you don't want your sons to be like, how come they are having millions and millions of followers and you are spending time enjoying their skits and their comedy? I hope you understand. It's a serious, serious issue. Who you don't want your son to become, then don't follow. It's simple. The people you wouldn't want your son to be like. So why are you spending hours watching and being interested in the things they are doing? He said a whole lot. I believe his network and he will be back in a few minutes. I've written a whole lot here. The person in the mirror.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, welcome back. Welcome back,
Thank
sir.
you.
Good to have you back.
I have a slight issue with my network. So I'll just round up. So we must guide. They want to be led. They want to be led by a man. Boys are being feminized. We have turned them to hey, baby rubber. Hey, baby. Hey. A lot of them are being feminized. They want to be guided by a man. So you get to that point where your presence becomes so toxic. Who is the one leading? Who is the one guiding? Who is the one showing? And the last thing talking about is a group. They need a mentoring space. All the best you can give your boy early is mentoring, no mentorship. To understand the power of mentorship, to be able to align to a group, a system of accountability. That is the challenge a lot of men are having today. They don't want to be accountable to anybody. Entitled, you can't talk to them, you can't teach them, you can't. The same thing we are seeing in most of our husbands and fathers and men are now. Is this we want them? We are saying that our boys should not be the same. Okay, who? But we are not doing anything about them not being the same. They're not teaching, we are not showing, we are not telling. The man in the mirror. As I close, who is the man in the mirror of your son? What is in the mirror of your son? What is in their mirror is game. The addiction to game in our time is horrible. What is in the mirror is the screen. And that is what they're becoming. You know why I become a baby robber? Jingo, jingo. No strength. Losing strength in manhood. I hope you are scared to wake up, to understand the battle ahead of us, to understand that the family system is under a siege. That didn't start today. From the time of Jesus, there was a decree, kill every male child. To the time of Moses, kill every male child. And we are seeing the decree in our time, kill every male child. Siphon masculinity from the world. Turn them into women. Turn every skid to a man wearing a woman. Turn every transgender to be celebrity. Promote them. Kill the male seed. Siphon masculinity. Siphon strength. Is the same thing we are seeing in our time. Where are the Jochebeds that will say, not my own seed? Where are the Josephs and Mary that understands the purpose of God in that child? Like Moses' mother. He said, I want child cannot die. He said because she understood that. Let me say, and she knew that he was a proper child. And she was not careful of the decree of the king. What will give you such audacity and strength is understanding of the call of God over that male seed. To understand there's a generation in his life, they miss it. A lot we miss it. To understand. You see what they're doing in the world today? A lot of the male people in charge on the top are sexually and gender distorted. The ones that are the role model. Sexually perverse. Full of addiction. You know what the devil is doing? That is who the boys will keep seeing. As they see that, they keep becoming it. We must say no. We can't become a silent majority. You can't be involved in such bankrolling of the devil. When you like, when you share, when you comment, when you are quiet, you are an accomplice. Woe to those who are at ease in Zion. It's dangerous and wicked to be quiet in this time. Me, I'm writing a book this year. And my wife, a book on addressing that gender and sexuality distortion nonsense. We can't be quiet now. To all our children have become. And it's fueled on the TV everywhere. Televisions and cartoons that 2-3 years are watching. 1 year, they don't care. They are distorting, dismantling what God has done. We are quiet. Wake up and begin to model rights so they can parent them right. So you want to raise a global giant? A boy that you read. A boy that is gentle, you too, be calm in your words. A boy that is responsible, you model responsibility. I'm talking about a male seed that will model that. Who is modeling masculinity, a boy? What is the person in the mirror? Hope you are not also raising lazy boys. Entitled. Who can't do anything? Who are you raising to? Who are you raising? Who are you raising? There's so much to say, but our time is far gone. And I would like to stop here and leave you with those very important questions. Like I would say, flood in Abia, the flood is coming. Very deep, coming. Are you in the ark? Oh, you're like the people of the Noah. What is Noah doing? And why is he measuring? These people say they talk too much. What are they saying? Allow them to be boys. Let's just not be hard on them. Let's be nice. And Bible says, suddenly the flood came. By the time most people realize the door of the ark was shut, God himself shut the door. Peter come in and learn. Because the flood of this world had taken over so many children. Flood in Abia, and is rushing like a mighty wind. Will your son be swept? Has he built capacity to stand like Daniel? Has he built tenacity to stand like Joseph? Has he? Or is like Esau, who his belly is God is his belly? Who are you two looking for quick way out? You keep bailing them out. It's not my son. It took me 15 years to get him. So we should die. bailing them out. Are they like Esau? Who will say, of what use is my inheritance? Of what use is this all stress? I beg, I can't keep myself. Bible says later he sought with diligent tears, he couldn't find it. A lot of our boys like that, about what they will get, quick way out, not ready to go through the fire. There is no gold that can be prepared without the fire. There is no other way to purification than fire. They must go through the process. A man in the mirror, modeling right values, parenting boy. Let's wake up today and begin to model so that we can parent our boys well. Thank you so much for having me, and God bless.
Wow, that was powerful, Jesus. If you did not pick anything from today's session, pick one thing. Who is the mirror for your son? Who is the mirror to your son? That was extremely powerful. I got lots of values. If you got lots of values, go to the comment section and drop your favorite comments, drop your quotes, your emojis. While we do that, make sure your questions are loading. Get your questions ready. Get your questions ready. Mrs. Stella, over to you.
He had said it, he had said so much. In fact, it has become Coach Ebuka's mantra. Flood on Abia. Flood is coming. I can imagine when Noah was busy building the ark, some people would have wondered a very foolish man. But when it was God Himself that shot the ark, see, there is suddenly, some people, it suddenly it happens to them, but you don't need to be that parent. He had said so much. If there is a man, if you can get a man to model, you can get a boy to become. Every boy needs a model. So much said. Thank you so much for the four G's. Four G's, yes. I got the first one, get knowledge. The second one, I wasn't really sure if I got it. Guard your
Garden,
guard
garden,
your guard your garden. All right, guard your
garden, a garden,
garden. Okay, then number three is
a
guide.
guide.
Okay, be a guide. Okay, and then the fourth one is
Group.
find a group for your sons. Amazing. So much said. Don't say no consign me. It will consign you when it starts. Thank you so much, sir, for all you have said. Thank you so much. So much. See, I think I am blessed with men. I can say it. I We are doing this 9 p.m. because this was the only time I could get to fix for him to come and speak. He's already preparing for the boys' conference. Please, let's check if we have our questions already. Let's check while we talk. And thank you so much for agreeing to come and speak at no conference again. Last stage was powerful. Today again, he has come to draw our ears. See, what are you modeling to your boys? Thank you so much, sir. Those people you don't want your sons to become or be like, how come they are having millions of followers? And when we go to Coach Ebuka's Instagram social media handles now, I don't think he has up to 5,000 followers in anyone. I don't know. It's in me. I don't think. With all the massive things he's doing for the boys, I don't think he has up to 10,000 followers in any of his groups. I don't know. Coach Ebuka, am I saying the truth? But we will see 6 million, 10 million, 100 following nonsense. And we want our boys to become. The Lord will help us. Please, yes. What's the Boys Academy all about? Yes, Coach Ebuka, over to you. Please, somebody wants to know what the Boys Academy is all about. Let him talk, and then talk about the Boys Conference that is starting in 2 days' time.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, Boys Gospel Academy is I'm putting my IG handle there now so that some people that wants to follow me can and get a lot more detail. Okay, so you can see my name now is carrying my handle, Ebuka underscore boys school. So Boys Level Academy is a platform that mentors, equip, and empower boys to live positive and productive lives. We are into training of boys to become the kind of men they should be. We run programs in the academy. virtual program. We run boot camps and a whole lot of program. The next virtual entry program, we have run annual mentorship program. This year we have about 800 boys going through a thorough 1 year session, and we meet every Saturday. We are that thorough. Run have activity for example. This is our journal for the year. All right, we have 8 books they use. We have a 1 year devotional for boys that every boy, uses. We are King's Meal and a lot of books. So it's a thorough program. The next cohort is in August. If you follow me on Ebuka underscore boys coach on IG or Ebuka Ede on Facebook, you will get to see those details. Then May 16 on Thursday is World Day of the Boy Child. I've been screaming everywhere so that people will not say they didn't hear. World of the Boy Child is the 50th year. Celebrate your boys. I will have a program at that time called International Boys Conference starting Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 6 p.m. daily, then Saturday, 9 a.m. Thursday, Friday is virtual, Saturday is physical. On Saturday, we're expecting about 2,500 participants in that hall, boys from different over 50 schools. So if you're in Abuja, join us. If you're not in Abuja, connect virtually. Once you get to my page, you see details to connect. It's a free program and the life transforming experience for our boys. So make sure they are part of it. So if you have more questions, just reach me at my handle and we'll be able to follow through. Thank you so much.
Okay, then how do we get your books? Yeah, I think people will be
Hi.
interested in
Yes,
his book.
yes. We have an office in Abuja, Lokogoma, Loco 10 stores, second floor, right wing. Or if you just chat me on any of our handle, we'll be able to give you the admin's number. We have distributors in about 20 locations across Nigeria and even beyond. So depending on where you are, you can get from the nearest distributor or we can wave you to you. So once you reach us on our handle, we'll be able to attend to you on our books. Thank you.
All right, so I think that answers Stella's question. Please, coach, I want to get the boys devotional. So yes, just reach out to him. The book will get to you. Yeah, someone's asking any office in Lagos.
No, we only have a physical office in Abuja and Lokogoma. We'll have volunteers in Lagos. We'll have a team in Lagos. We can give you our numbers to connect. Our we hold camps in Lagos, Abuja, Enugu, Jos, Port Harcourt, UK, US, Canada. But before you do our camp, you must go through our virtual training. If you go to my page, you see those information pinned on how to join the next phase of the virtual program and get other details in the academy.
Okay, so much said. Thank you so much,
Thank
sir.
you.
Thank you
Thank
for
you.
being
Thank
here. Saturday, if you're in Abuja, please let's meet. Just carry your boys. If you're in Abuja, don't carry your girls. I don't think girls will be allowed in at all at all. Only
you.
parents, girls, people like us that are the only girls in the hostel will be allowed to just come and sneak in and hear. But
Yes.
honestly, if you have a boy and you're in Abuja, please just take that child to that conference and you'll be happy you did. I'm telling you. And then please just register your boys for his programs. I don't know. He has a grace. It's not I don't know. I know he has a grace. This is his calling. Can I tell you something? I'm a mother of 3 boys. So I don't we are one go. We are here. So my son would I can't remember any time he came home and didn't ask of Kochebuka or doesn't have something to say about Kochebuka or didn't meet somebody that knows Kochebuka or didn't see somebody that brought something from Kochebuka. Do you get that's how much he values him as his coach. And
Yeah.
I'm telling you, you will never regret sending your son to Kochebuka. All this while you are shouting, the boy is giving you a headache. Maybe you are the one giving that boy a headache. Oh. Honestly, maybe you are the one giving that boy. All right. So someone is saying, can this conference be televised if possible in addition to the
Yes.
social media handle?
Yes.
All right.
Last year there was a TV station I wanted to celebrate for, but they couldn't. So if you have any media house that is willing to stream live, we
Mm.
are open. We appreciate that. They have access to. Yes, please.
Yeah, so yeah, thank you for bringing that. If you know how you can help Coach Ebuka televise a bit telecast this to a wider audience, please. If you have a school where you can gather the boys to come and live stream, you have a school, you have borders, please, it's a Saturday. And I don't know any school that learns on Saturday. Please connect, just let him know so your boys can sit and be blessed. And guess what? Pastor Siri will be there also on Saturday. life and direct. Coach David Folaremi will be there, life and direct, and many other amazing coaches. So some of us will just see them on screen, right? You will have your children will have the opportunity to meet them live, have a word with them. Once again, thank you so much, Coach
Thank you.
Ebuka, for
Thank
doing
you.
this. Coach
Thank you.
Ebuka, he told me that I was going to be the last engagement he was going to take because of the conference. That's how much Coach Ebuka loves me and the things I do, and I don't take it for granted. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So once again,
God
the
bless
boys'
you.
conference is for your boys. Go and register them. Flood Nabia, oh, he has said it. Go and register. Your boys should be hearing what boys are supposed to hear. That's the essence of being in a group, aligning your sons into the right group they're supposed to be in. Once again, please, please, please make sure your boys get into the academy. Let them be at this conference. It's a free conference. Somebody has paid for it. There's nothing that is free. Somebody is paying for it. So why don't you give a child the opportunity to be a part of this? Once again, thank you so much, sir, for coming. If we have no other question, Coach Ebuka, I would like to have your final words before we shut down for the day and take our announcements.
Thank you so much. I will say again, if you can get a man to model, you can get a boy to become, a boy to become. And in the words of Jonathan Edwards, if our boys are not equipped to lead families, then the families of the next generation, we have no leaders. Let's be intentional to
Mm.
raise our boys right today so that we will not cry tomorrow, so that we can rest from this crisis that we're having in the world. The solution to it is raising the male seed right. Fight to win because victory is sure on the side of the person that has knowledge, skills, and strategies. God bless you.
God bless you so much, sir. Thank you very much. So we are about rounding up. Thank you, Odo Priscilla, for being our anchor this evening. You are amazing. Thank you so much. Um, Tomorrow we are starting 2 p.m. Another three powerful sessions tomorrow. You just can't miss it. Please don't come alone. Invite somebody to come. We are having Coach Enimenem. She's going to be talking about emotional intelligence. Then in the afternoon, we are having Coach by um 4 p.m. Am I right? We are having Tobore. She'll be talking about finance, money matters, everything in the mirror. We are going to be talking everything. And then in the evening, we'll be having our the girls' coach, Irene Bangwell. Please, please, please don't miss out. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to share. Don't forget to follow us. And don't forget to spread the gospel. Just let everybody know that they need to be here. Don't hear this alone. Invite as many people as you can. Thank you so much. Any words from you before we go, Priscilla?
Thank you very much, Ma, once again. Very, very grateful for this opportunity to all learn and tap enough from the words of experience from Coach Ebuka. It was really, really a very huge privilege to be the moderator tonight. Thank you very much, Ma, and see you tomorrow.
God bless you. So someone is asking a question, please. Where is the conference holding? I think you need to register, and that information will be sent to you. I don't know if I have the permission to announce that, and he has gone. So please, when you register your children, you will get that information. But I don't know if the information is on the flyer. I don't know if I have the permission to share that, but I think I'll share it in the group. I will share it in the group. All right. Once again, thank you. Have a wonderful night rest. See you tomorrow. Bye bye. Yeah, if you can get a
All right,
man to
good night,
model,
Ma.
you can get a
All
girl
right.
to become. Have a beautiful night rest. God bless you all.